Okay, so we have more breaking news coming in right now as we are finding out that Michael Avenatti is now arrested on multiple of charges in multiple locations on, of course, wire fraud, bank fraud, allegedly a $20 million extortion scheme against Nike, as well as other charges and other insane revelations of him conspiring with Smoulette's lawyer, Jesse Smollett, the, of course, fake crime victim that has garnered national media attention. And we're even hearing about other allegations of him even ripping off his clients. Again, very serious allegations that could land this man to over 50 years in jail. And I think the Daily Mail, again, I have my criticisms of that news outlet, pretty much has the best headline here saying, quote, Trump's perfect day just got even better. Stormy Daniels' lawyer, Michael Avenatti, is charged. Now, if you don't know who Michael Avenatti is, he is pretty much the man who represented Donald Trump's former, how would you say, past short-term financially assisted lover, Stormy Daniels. He pretty much cut his teeth on attacking Donald Trump. A man which I believe wouldn't be as prominent, wouldn't be as famous, wouldn't be in the national discourse if it wasn't for CNN, that literally, as a news organization, had him on and interviewed him over 74 times in just a short span of 2 months, and has been obsessively talking about him and, of course, promoting him. And now we're finding out that this man, most likely from all the charges here, is a total scam artist. And of course, these are very serious allegations brought upon by very serious people that were announced by the U.S. Attorney General for the Central District of California, with even a separate complaint levied against him in the Southern District of New York at the same time. Now, the discovery on this case will be absolutely fascinating because just from what we know from the initial charges, this is already mind-blowing to say the least. Now, of course, people are saying that this is the perfect day for Donald Trump. And politically, he has been having a lot of major victories. And Avenatti was pretty much seen as his major political foe. He's been the one most viciously attacking Donald Trump. That's why he became so prominent with so much of the coverage of him by CNN. I want to point out an older tweet right now that really didn't age well from October of 2018, where Michael Avenatti, the man charged right now, said, quote, Donald Trump Jr. will be indicted before his birthday on December 31st, 2018. If you doubt my prediction, please check my record over the last 7 months. Hashtag winning. That's Michael Avenatti in one fell swoop. Again, anyone with just a pulse, anyone with just any common sense, looked at the picture being portrayed here, who was an independent thinker, who had an open mind and said, wait. Hold on. Just because the media is saying it doesn't mean it's true. Just because discredited intelligence agents who lied to the American public before about spying on you and other horrible things, just because they're saying it doesn't make it. Let's look at this thing. Anyone literally with a pulse could have taken a look at the evidence and known that this whole Russian collusion allegation was just a fake. Not Michael Avenatti. He took it as truth. And again, this is what he was known for. Attacking Donald Trump, going after pushing this Russian collusion, which again was just disproven, which again we've been calling out, we've been attacked on for a while. He even said here in a previous tweet in again December 2018, and this is just kind of funny here, just to be clear, our prisons are full of people that were convicted of engaging in a simple private transaction. Again, alluding to Donald Trump going to jail for, of course, financial fraud, which he's getting charged of right now with, again, wire and bank fraud charges being one of the major allegations levied against him. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at exactly what's going on here, because he has been hit with 4 counts of extortion after he tried to get $20 million from Nike. Now, it's really interesting here. Nike is a very woke company that literally, we just did a video about their propaganda advertisement on the main channel, youtube.com/wearechange. This video is on the backup channel. We do 3 videos here, 1 main video on the main channel. We just did it specifically breaking down the kind of social justice warrior agenda being pushed by Nike and their company Converse that of course that they own. So this is, I guess, another case of just the left attacking each other. Oh, gee, what a surprise there. That never happened before. But here we find out that Avenatti, specifically with Nike, claimed to be working on behalf of an amateur basketball team in the AAU that had recently lost a Nike contract worth $70,000 a year. Avenatti used illegal and extortionate threats to try and secure millions of dollars for himself from Nike. The coach from the team told Avenatti that payments had been made by Nike to high school basketball players. Avenatti threatened to make these allegations public if the company didn't meet his demands, paying his clients $1.5 million while awarding Avenatti and co-conspirator a multi-million-dollar contract to conduct an internal investigation. Avenatti chose the timing of his plot very carefully, approaching Nike shortly before the company was set to report its Q1 earnings. At one point, he threatened to take $10 billion off of Nike's market cap. Holy cow, this guy's dirty. Wow. Lawyers for Nike contacted federal prosecutors and reported the extortion attempt after they were initially contacted by Avenatti. Prosecutors suggested recording the next call with Avenatti, a recording which produced some choice quotations from the infamous, quote, creepy porn lawyer, which is, again, what he's saying here. And this is some of the transcript here. I'm not F-ing around with this. I'm not continuing to play games. Wow, he sounds like a little mobster, perfect government employee here. Avenatti was recorded as saying, "You guys know enough now to know you've got a serious problem." And it's worth more exposure to me to just blow the lid on this thing. A few $1 million doesn't move the needle for me. I'm just being really frank with you. Wow. I mean, a few $1 million. We're even finding out that Stormy Daniels, the kind of way where he got his nickname, the creepy porn lawyer, even Stormy Daniels, who he represented, said that she wasn't surprised by these indictments. Whoa, that's a big statement there. And again, this is the man that was delusional enough to think that he could have been a Democratic presidential nominee for 2020. Why? Because everyone was just eating up everything he was saying against Donald Trump. Again, it was all hyperbolic. It was all speculative. It was all based on, of course, just dirty tricks, underhanded tricks that were playing on private kind of sexual relations that Trump had. And again, it was extremely underhanded. But again, motivated by the delusion, motivated by CNN. Literally, he thought he could be president of the United States. Holy cow, this guy, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Many people described what he was doing as a, quote, old-fashioned shakedown. That's exactly what this was. Federal prosecutors even said that Avenatti allegedly did these crimes for his, quote, lavish lifestyle that included more than $200,000 in monthly expenditures. What are you spending $200,000 in a month? Wow, that's a lot of money here. Well, we're also finding out that people who trusted him as a lawyer were also cheated, allegedly, again, with, of course, finding out the details here that he negotiated a settlement which called for a $1.6 million in settlement money to be paid on January 10th, but he gave the client a bogus settlement agreement with a false payment date of March 10th, 2018. Other allegations of misappropriating client settlement money, using it to pay expenses for his coffee, but I didn't know he was in the coffee business. He's also alleged to defraud a bank in Mississippi, submitting false tax returns so he could get a loan of $4.1 million for his law firm and again, coffee business. Allegedly, one of his co-conspirators on the New York indictment is a lawyer currently representing Jesse Smollett, but those details are still being cleared out. And of course, we will have more when all the details come out about the specific story. And again, these are just some of the allegations coming out. And again, 50 years in jail in total if he's convicted of all these crimes. Now, again, it's important to note here, we're not fans or supporters of Donald Trump. The video right before this is very critical of him, especially with his foreign policy, because, again, the important issues that Donald Trump needs to be held accountable for, needs to have his feet held to the fire to, they're just ignored. They're not talked about because of the delusion just being spread and this asinine form of thinking that is disingenuous, dishonest, and just totally just flat out wrong. And as soon as I saw Avenatti, I knew it was bullcrap because the national discussion was, of course, around Donald Trump and his private sexual dealings, which, again, they're private. They don't affect anyone in any real instance and don't change anything. And this is why when we saw Avenatti, we were definitely not fans of him. We didn't promote him and adore him like CNN, which, by the way, again, 74 times this man has been on air in just 2 months on CNN being promoted to this. Again, here's even a tweet with him partying with major CNN heads and even Don Lemon. Look at Don Lemon in the back there. Partying it up. Spreading fake news. Lying about collusion. Again, trivializing, making it sensational bullcrap of them just openly talking about the sexual exploits and these details that absolutely have no relevance in your life or anyone else's life, but are just the gossip bullcrap that is regurgitated to you to character assassinate someone. Again, we're not fans of Donald Trump. You have to hold them accountable, but when you do it in such a dishonest way, it needs to be called out. And individuals like this, from my own opinion, have been dirty from the beginning, and according now to the law and according to now the multiple arrests and indictments, according to the U.S. legal system as well. Again, that probably doesn't say much because it has a horrible record, but that's a whole different topic, whole different discussion to have here. That's the story we have so far. What do you think? Let me know your reactions, your comments below, or of course I try to engage with everyone. And once again, thank you so much for watching and supporting independent media. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, and that's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on this backup channel, which we're creating a new name for. 3 videos a day, 28 videos in total everywhere on, of course, wearechange.org.